Hey, what's going on, you guys? Thank y'all so much for tuning in. So this week I have the 2017 Mitsubishi Lancer LE, and the LE on this particular one is going to stand for limited edition. So this is going to have blacked out wheels, blacked out mirror caps. It's going to have a blacked out roof, and it's going to have other cool accents, which I'll go over in this video. I have had this car for a week, so this has been my press car for an entire week, and I'm going to go through it, show you guys everything about it, go over some in-depth detail as far as features, space, everything like that. And to start off, you guys, the front end of the car looks pretty okay. I mean, this is a very dated design from Mitsubishi, and I mean, this car's been around since 2008, so I mean, it's definitely very, very long in the tooth, and the exterior really doesn't have that same flair that it did when it first came out. But to start off here in the front, guys, you've got, you know, of course, your signature Mitsubishi logo. You've got this kind of honeycomb grille. And over here to the left, this one is going to have the LED lights, so you do have LED fog lamps right there, and then you have your regular fog lamps right next to that. You do have basic halogen lights. You're going to have this kind of piano black strip running all along the top right here, which is signature to the limited edition. And then coming up, you do have, you know, nice hood creases. Definitely not anything to brag about, but it does give this car a pretty aggressive looking front end for sure. As far as that black roof, if I come up right here, get a good look at that roof right there. And now, as far as the wheels go, the wheels aren't super impressive. They do look like they're kind of just like powder coated wheels. If you get a little bit closer to them, they do have sort of like an orange peel look to them. And you know, once again, I'm being a little hard on this car just because of the fact you know, Mitsubishi is known for building some great performance cars, and the fact that they've gotten, you know, rid of the Evo and things like that. This is what we're left with. You do get these Yokohama Avid tires, which are pretty okay, pretty decent tires. You've got that body molding coming all along the bottom here, and this color is going to be alloy silver, which actually this alloy silver is a very, very good color. So if I click here, you guys can get a good look at how that paint coat looks, and it actually looks very, very good. Now, being as this is more of a basic car, this particular one is going to run right around 20,600. It doesn't have keyless entry or anything like that, so you are just going to use Mitsubishi's key, which is going to be right here. And so it's going to be just a basic key. You've got your lock, your unlock, and you have your trunk release and your panic at the very bottom. So go ahead and unlock it. Now the first thing you'll notice, because this is the first thing I noticed, as soon as you open the door, you hear this real tin noise. So it sounds very hollow as soon as you open the door. One thing I do like about this car though is the red and black interior actually looks really, really good. Coming along here to the door, you do have a cup holder down here, so a nice area. I can fit my water bottle right down there. I can probably even lay it down, and you've got a good amount of storage space there. Coming up a little bit, you've got your door card, which does have this real soft touch leather with the red stitching coming along here. You've got that all along there. Right above that, you've got this really nice piano black coming all across the top. All of your window controls, mirror controls, door locks, door handle. Now coming over here, you do have aluminum pedals specific with the limited edition models. So you do have aluminum pedals. Of course, Lancer branded floor mats. You are going to have manual adjusted seats, and the seats have this kind of Alcantara feel with the red stitching coming all across the side, all the way up there. So it does look really good. The seat design is pretty okay, not a lot of bolstering, but it does a very good job. We'll go ahead and hop in. Okay, shut this right here. All right, give you guys a good look at the interior. All right, so you do have a key slot right over here, so that is going to be how you're going to start the car. Obviously, just go ahead and stick it in. All your power turns on. There you go. All right, so we will start over here to the left, guys. So first of all, you are going to have a little traction control off button. So this is the only thing over here. You hold that for 3 seconds, and you are going to have your traction control that turns off. Push it one more time, it turns back on. Right over here are going to be all of your lighting controls. So like I said, you do have fog lamps. Fog lamps, you push that up to turn them on. No automatic headlights, so you do have to remember to turn your headlights on and off. Blinkers. Windshield wiper controls to the right. As far as the steering wheel, I'm actually a huge fan of the steering wheel. It's got a really good design to it. It's got really thick leather, and if you guys can see here, it's got this great contrast stitching coming all along the side up here, especially up top. It's really good. It's very vibrant, so you can definitely notice it. You can get a good look at that leather too. It's a real thick, good quality leather. It feels really good in your hands, so definitely kudos in that area. You're gonna have your controls here for your radio, so volume controls, channel controls, different modes, so like AM, FM. Over here to the right of the steering wheel, you have your cruise control, pretty basic. So you have your on and off, set, cancel. Of course, Mitsubishi logo right there in the middle. And then down here, you are gonna have all of your Bluetooth controls, so your phone controls, voice commands. And your gauge cluster looks pretty good. I like how simple it is. And once again, if you're someone who enjoys simplicity, this is definitely the car to get. I mean, it's very good in terms of not being too overcomplicated, but for $20,000, there are a lot better options out there. Info button right over here, which is gonna control the middle screen. So average MPG. So for a week, I've averaged about 21 combined. And on the window sticker, it does rate this at, I believe, about 26 city, about 34 on the highway. So I'm getting a little bit less than that combined, especially, which is surprising, especially since this has a CVT transmission. If I hit that one more time, average miles per hour. So I have been doing mostly city driving, and that was over 184 miles. So over to the left, you are going to have your tach, speedometer to the right. And you have a button over here that's going to control all of your interior lighting illumination, so your strength for your interior illumination. Now coming over here to the middle, you do have this very nice setup. I love this touchscreen. It's very simple. So like I said, once again, if you're someone who enjoys simplicity, this is definitely the best system. I mean, home button, radio button, takes you straight to your radio. You can control AM, FM, FM1, FM2, and then all the feedback is really good, so I never catch myself really having to touch this more than once. Eject for your CD player, which your CD player is going to be right up here. Of course, your seek, track, and then all of your phone commands, so you can hook up Bluetooth. So there's not a device hooked up right now, so I don't have my phone with me. Setup, so you can click your setup and adjust things like your connectivity. So this does have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, which is pretty good, so you can adjust all of your settings through there. And of course your volume controls.
By donating your vehicles to NRA Cars for Freedom.
Now this doesn't have the best sound system, so I did catch myself having to turn up everything a lot just to get it to sound pretty okay. But you know, like I said, I don't expect a ton from, you know, this car in terms of sound capability. You do have some more piano black coming across the dash with this nice red accent coming all along the top. You know, all the materials here are a little bit hard touch plastic. Coming down a little bit, you are going to have your standard HVAC controls. So I'm going to turn the AC on a little bit. I think it's like 93 degrees out here. You do have automatic fan, so once you adjust all of this and you put it on auto, it will adjust the fan as necessary. And it will turn on the AC if it feels necessary as well. Different zones over here to the right. Coming down a little bit, you've got this really nice shifter that's got that real good quality leather on top of it. Red contrast stitching on top of there as well. And right behind there, you do have this little area for storage space. So if you guys can see through there, there is a 12 volt, 120 volt. You do have a little cord here, so here is the cord that you will hook in for Apple CarPlay. And you do have storage space right in here, so I have my wallet in here. And if you guys can see, it's got a good amount of space deep in there. So I'm able to fit this size wallet right in there. Coming down here, you do have a little bit of storage space right in here. So a little area for change. You do have an e-brake, which this e-brake does a pretty good job. So, I mean, if you're the person that likes to do some good e-brake drifts, this will definitely get the job done. Cup holder, so I do have my bottle over here, and this does a good job of holding drinks. And you definitely have lots of room to spare, so if you're the type of person that likes to, you know, carry around Yeti mugs or any kind of bigger drink, this will definitely fit 2 of those perfectly fine. Coming along here to the middle, guys, you do have a very soft armrest, which I really enjoy this armrest. And it's just long enough that way any position I'm in. So I'm 6 feet tall, my fiance is 5 feet tall, and we're both able to reach the armrest and adjust our arms on here very comfortably. So that is one huge compliment. You do have a ton of storage space right in here. You also have another 12 volt, 120 watt, 12 volt outlet right there. Pretty deep storage space. If I stick my hand in there, it goes right to about my wrist. Alright. So guys, I'll go ahead and get out, hop in the back, and show you guys the back seat legroom. And one more time before I do that, you do have just a standard basic mirror. You have your vanity mirrors right here with your card holder up top. Moonroof right up here. Now, interesting feature, you do have a one-touch control, so one touch back, one touch forward. So that's pretty nice. And you do have a setting, once you open the moonroof, there's a little bit of the moonroof that's still peeking out, so let me guys show you what I'm talking about. So once you open this, there is that little piece right here that's still sticking out, so if you push it back one more time, it does kind of push it back a little bit further. Now the interesting thing about that is once you do that, it actually creates a lot of turbulence within the cabin. So normally opening it and leaving it to its standard setting, it's fine, but as soon as you just push it back that little bit more, there's a ton of wind turbulence that comes into the car. So that was something I noticed that was pretty weird. And of course you do have your wind deflector up top, which goes up and down when you open the moonroof, pretty standard stuff. But like I said, guys, let's go ahead and hop in the back, check out the back seat room. Alright guys, so I actually fit pretty comfortable back here. I am sitting behind my set position, and I have about 2 to 3 inches of leg room. I am 6 feet tall, so do keep that in mind. My headroom, about that much headroom. And you do have cup holders back here. You also have one mat pocket, so you have one mat pocket located right down here. Other than that, guys, I mean, I'm pretty comfortable back here, so rear passengers should not have a hard time sitting back here. Other than that, this is pretty much going to be it for the rear, guys. So let's go ahead and check out the trunk. All right, you guys, coming along to the trunk, right back here, you are going to have that limited edition badge. Also, right underneath the emblem, you do have your backup camera. Go ahead and open this up. You do have a decent amount of storage space back here. I do have my little tripod back here, but as you can see, you do have all carpeted right back here. Right in the bottom, you do have a little area. You lift that up, you have a piece of kind of like plywood. And then right underneath that, it's kind of tough to get out, but right underneath that, you are going to have your spare tire. All right, you guys, so right under here, you are going to have a 2-liter direct injected 4-cylinder motor. It is going to put out about 148 horsepower, 167 pound-feet of torque. That is all going through a continuously variable transmission, or CVT transmission. Now, the one good thing about Mitsubishi that I really enjoy is that they do have a good history of reliability. So though they may not be the most up-to-date brand, as far as reliability goes, it's absolutely fantastic. And if you are out there looking for one of the best warranties on top of that, this does come with a 6-year, 60,000 bumper to bumper and a 10-year, 100,000 powertrain. So even if something did go wrong, you're definitely going to be covered. But the biggest question is all that enough to justify its $20,000 price point? To me, I still don't think so. I mean, it's just lacking so much in my opinion, though it was a phenomenal handling car. I mean, the way this car drives is absolutely fantastic. The only thing I would complain about is that CVT transmission, only because it doesn't fully exploit everything that 4-cylinder can do. Not saying that it's the most powerful motor in the world, but the CVT transmission definitely does not help on this car. But like I said, guys, if y'all want to see any more of my reviews, be sure to check out my channel. Be sure to subscribe up here to the left. If you guys want to see some of my other videos, be sure to click up here to the right. I do have new videos every single week, so be sure you guys stay tuned for more content. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.